أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu and welcome to today's class. I hope you're all doing well inshallah. I hope you've all had a chance to look at the PDF that was displayed on screen. So just to remind you, please make sure that you are logged in with your correct ID. If you are logged in with the incorrect ID, you may find yourself in the waiting room and you will be asked to log in again with the correct ID. Also, videos should be off throughout the class, and also make sure that you are sitting in a quiet room and that your mic is working. Also, when we call you to the mic, please respond quickly. If you do not respond quickly or if there is too much background noise, then we may be forced to move on to the next student and you will have missed your turn. So please make sure that you are in a nice quiet room so that we can hear you properly and that your mics are working as well. Okay, so we will start with the prayer. So can I please ask discipline in charge to choose a student?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Our first student is A5326.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to help me read this dua over here. So please repeat after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
اللهم
اللهم
إني
إني
أسألك
أسألك
علما
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 نافعا.
نافعا.
Excellent, well done. And can you read the translation for us now, please?
Oh Allah, I ask you for beneficial knowledge.
Well done. And this is from Ibn Majah, hadith number 925. Okay, excellent. Well done. Jazakumullah for your help. So that was the prayer, and we will now move on to our lesson today. And in today's lesson, we will be covering lesson number 12, and the topic is quiescent or sukoon. Okay, so in your books, it is lesson number 12, or if you've downloaded the PDFs from the website, it is lesson number 12, which is called quiescent. Okay, so I will start by reading this paragraph over here, and I want you all to listen very, very carefully so that you understand the lesson and so that you are able to perform it to the best of your ability. Okay, so sakin means the omission of a vowel. Omission means to let go of or to get rid of something. It is to take out. Okay, sakin means to take out a vowel. When an Arabic letter bears the sign of sukoon, it is called sakin. So any letter that has a sukoon on it, it is called a sakin letter. Another well-known name of sukoon is jazm. So you may have learnt it, maybe your parents have taught you it as jazm, but for the purpose of these classes and the right way to say it is sukoon. So we will now be referring to it as that. For example, noon sakin means the letter noon bearing the sign of sukoon. So when noon has a sukoon on it, it is called noon sakin. Just like that, any other letter, if let's say meme has a sukoon on it, it will be called meme sakin. Okay, so any letter that has a sukoon on it, it would be called a sakin letter. It is important to note that a sakin letter must be preceded by a voweled letter, which means a letter which bears a stroke. So what we mean by that, what we mean by stroke is, let's say, for example, fatha is a stroke, kasra is a stroke, dhamma is a stroke. You've also learned about vertical fatha, vertical kasra, inverted dhamma. These are all examples of strokes. So what this bit is saying, it is saying that a sakin letter must always come after a letter that has a stroke on it. Okay? And we will see that more when we go into the examples. You will understand that a bit better. Okay? And this is saying that some examples of sakin letters are given below in exercise 12.1, 12.2, and 12.3. In today's class, we will be covering exercise 12.1, 12.2, and inshallah in tomorrow's class, you will look at exercise 12.3. Okay? So just to tell you what a sukoon looks like, on top of this lam over here, if you can follow my hand, you will see, if I can ask you to make sure that your videos are off, because it can be disturbing to the class if you have your videos on. Okay, so over here you can see that this lam has this curvy stroke over here like this. This is a sukoon. Okay, this stroke over here is called a sukoon. Now some students, and we have seen in the past that some students get confused between a sukoon and a dhamma. Now just to show you the difference between a sukoon and a dhamma, this is a dhamma. On top of this dal over here, if you follow my hand, you can see that this is a dhamma. And you can see that it has this rounded section on the top over here and then a flick at the bottom. Okay, whereas a sukoon over here, you can see that it just has a curvy shape like this, like a curved section like this. It doesn't have the rounded bit at the top. Okay, so that is the difference between a sukoon and a dhamma, and I thought I'd clear that out because some students can get confused between a sukoon and a dhamma. That's the difference between the two. Okay, now let's see what a sukoon does. Okay, a sukoon basically indicates that you have to join the previous letter onto the sakin letter. Now in this example, the sakin letter is the letter with the sukoon on it, and the letter with the sukoon on it over here is the lam. So this is a lam sakin. So this means that we have to join the previous letter, which is alif, onto the lam. Okay, we have to join these two letters together and make the sound. So over here you can see that this is an alif and it has a fatha on it. Alif with a fatha, if we were just to look at that on its own, we would pronounce this as a. Okay, any letter with a fatha, we've learned before that you should only pronounce it for 1 second. A. Now the next letter is lam sakin, lam with a sukoon. So we have to join the sound of a to the lam. So we would say al. Okay, I am joining the two sounds together very softly, and I'm doing so by joining the alif with a fatha to the lam sakin. Al. Okay, moving on. Now in this case, the sakin letter is the meme. Meme sakin, because the meme has a sukoon on top of it. Okay, and like I said, this means sakin means a sakin letter must be joined onto the previous letter. So over here, the previous letter is a ha and it has a fatha on it. So if I were to pronounce the ha on its own with the fatha, I would say ha. 1 second. Ha. Now joining it onto the meme sakin, I would now say this as hum. Okay, I'm not taking too long lingering onto the sound of meme or to the ha. I'm joining it straight away, but I'm doing so nice and softly. Hum. Okay, and then in this third column you can see that this is a dal with a dhamma, so do. Okay, so now if I were to join all these three sections together, I would form this word over here. Okay, and you can see alif with a fatha joined onto the lam sakin, al, and then this bit, hum, and then do. All together now, alhamdu, alhamdu. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense and you are all able to see what a sakin letter is and how to join a sakin letter onto the previous letter. Okay, so what I will do now is we will ask some students to come onto the mic and go through these examples with us. Okay, so discipline child, could we please have a student on the mic?
Our first Nasra is N6312.
N6312, Assalamu alaikum. N6312, Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so there's no response. Can we have another student, please?
N6358.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Is that N65358, sorry?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So are you understanding the rule of sukoon?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, perfect. Just come a bit closer to the mic so we can all hear you a bit better.
Okay.
Perfect, that's much better. Okay, so what I will do now is we will go through this example again and then we'll do the second example with you as well. Okay, so over here, like I said, you see the lam sakin over here, you join it to the alif with the fatha. So we would say, repeat after me, al, excellent. And then you have the ha joined onto the mim sakin, hum, and then you have a dal with a dhamma. So 1 second rule applies here. Do. Perfect. Now all together. Alhamdu. Okay. Nice and don't take too long on it, but don't say it too quickly as well. Alhamdu. Well done. That was really, really good. Okay. Now let's move on to the next example. Over here, can you tell me which is the sakin letter in this example?
And the scene.
Yes. Why is that?
Because it has a
Do you remember what this is?
sakin.
Yeah. Sakin is the letter, but sukoon is the stroke. Okay, this over here, seen has a sukoon, so it is a seen sakin. Okay, so over here, that means we have to join the previous letter onto the seen sakin. And the previous letter is an alif, and it has a kasra underneath it. So we would now pronounce this as is. Perfect. Well done. Okay. Moving on. What's the second letter in this, please?
Kaf.
Kaf. Excellent. Well done. So that means we join the previous letter onto the kaf second. Okay. So the previous letter is ta and it has a fatha. So if I was to say the ta with a fatha on its own, I would say ta, and then joined onto the kaf second, it would be tak. Well done. Excellent. Now over here you have the letter ba with a fatha, so ba. Well done. And then you have a ra with a fatha, ra. Excellent. Both should be said for 1 second each because both of them have a fatha on them. So together this would be bara. Well done. Now let's try all together now. We would say istakbara. Perfect. Excellent. One more time on your own. Perfect. Excellent. That was really, really good, mashallah. Jazakumullah N6358. Can we have another student, please?
Our next student is A5347.
Assalamu alaikum. A5347. A5347. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so no response. Can we have another student, please?
A5348.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Is that A5348?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. How are you understanding the lesson? Does it make sense?
Yes, quite good.
Well done. Excellent. Okay. So let's go through this example with you now. Over here, can you tell me which is the second letter, please?
An.
Second only.
Which is the second letter?
Noon.
Yes, excellent. So noon is the second letter because it has a sukoon on it. So what we do is we join the previous letter onto the noon second. Previous letter is alif and it has a fatha on it. So we join the two together and we would say an.
An.
Excellent. Well done. Really good. Okay. Now the next example, can you tell me which is the second letter?
Lam.
Yes, excellent. Lam is the second letter because it has a sukoon. So that means we join the previous letter onto the lam second, which is a za, and za has a fatha on it. So we join the two and we would say zal.
Zal.
Excellent. Well done. Now the next bit over here, you have a noon and it has a vertical fatha on it. So now the 2-second rule applies here. So we would say na.
Na.
Excellent. And then you have a ha with a dhamma, hu.
Hu.
Well done. So altogether this would be nahu.
Nahu.
Excellent. Well done. Really good. Okay. Now let's put all of this together. We would say anzalnahu.
Anzalnahu.
Perfect. Excellent. That was really, really nicely read. Okay. One more time. Anzalnahu.
Anzalnahu.
Perfect. Excellent. Really, really good. MashaAllah. Okay. Let's carry on.
Oh, next. Oh.
One more with you. We're doing 2 examples per student. Okay. So let's do this one now. Over here again, which is the second letter, please?
Lam.
Yes, lam is the second letter. So we join the previous letter, which is alif, with a fatha onto the lam sakin. So we would say al.
Al.
Perfect. Over here, you have a ba with a fatha, ba.
Ba.
And then you have a lam with a fatha, la.
La.
Bala.
Bala.
Perfect. And then you have a dal with a kasra, di.
Di.
Perfect. Excellent. Now let's try and put that all together now. Al-baladi.
Al-badali.
Baladi.
Baladi.
Al-baladi.
Al-baladi.
Perfect. Excellent. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help. Can we have one more student on the line?
Lafis.
Allah Hafiz.
Our next Nasra is N6328.
Answer.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Okay. How are you finding the lesson? Do you understand it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let's do this example now. Can you tell me which is the second letter?
The who.
The ha. Yes, the letter is ha and it has a sukoon on it. This is a sukoon. Okay, so this is the second letter. That means we have to join the previous letter onto the second letter, which is alif, with a fatha, a, and then join the ha sakin to it. So this would be ah. Excellent. Well done. Okay. So we're just joining the ah sound onto the h sound. Ah. Perfect. Then you have a sin with a fatha, sa.
Sa.
Perfect. And then you have a noon with a kasra, ni.
Ni.
Excellent. Now let's put that all together. Ahsani.
Sani.
Excellent. One more time. Ahsani.
Sani.
Perfect. Excellent. Really nicely read. Okay. Let's carry on to the next example. You have alif with a fatha followed by a lam sakin. So we join the sound of a to the sound of lam. We would say al.
Al.
Well done. Then you have a kaf with a kasra, ki.
Ki.
Excellent. Then you have a ta with a vertical fatha. So the 2-second rule applies here. We say ta.
Ta.
Well done. And then you have a ba with a dhamma, bu.
Bu.
Excellent. Well done. So all together now, we would read this now as al-kitabu.
Al-kitabu.
Well done. Excellent. Just try and stretch out the ta with a vertical fatha for 2 seconds because of the vertical fatha. Okay? Al-kitabu.
Al-kitabu.
Perfect. Well done. That was really, really nicely read. Okay? Jazakumullah. So what we're doing here is we are going through the exercise, but we also have to keep in mind all the previous rules that we have learnt in the previous lessons. So we have to remember the rule of fatha, kasra, dhamma, and also we have to remember the rule of vertical fatha, vertical kasra, and inverted dhamma. Okay? So we also have to remember our timing, but also what now we are incorporating the sounds of sakin letters in it as well. Okay? So one more student now, please.
Our next student is A5355.
5355. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay. So how are you finding the lesson? Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So let's do this example with you now. In this column over here, can you tell me which is the sakin letter?
Noon.
Yes, noon is a sakin letter because it has a sukoon on it. So what we do is we join the previous letter, which is alif with a fatha, onto the noon. So we say an.
An.
Excellent. And then in this column, which is the sakin letter?
Mim.
Meme. Yes, well done. So we join the previous letter to the meme, ayn with a fatha, Well done. So nice and softly, okay? Not harshly, just nice and softly. Well done. And then you have a ta with a fatha, ta.
Ta.
Excellent. Now let's join that all together now. Let's say an'amta.
An'amta.
Well done. Excellent. That was really nicely read. One more time. An'amta.
An'amta.
Well done. Really nicely read. Okay. Let's carry on. Over here, you have the letter fa, and it has a fatha on it. So the 1-second rule applies here. Fa.
Fa.
Well done. And then over here, this is an alif. Okay. Alif with a fatha, a.
Ah.
Well done. So together, this would be fa'a.
Fa'a.
Well done. Now over here in this column, can you tell me which is the second letter?
Ra.
Ra. Excellent. Ra is the second letter, and so it means it should be joined on to the previous letter, which is tha, and tha has a fatha on it. So we would say this as thar.
Thar.
Well done. And then noon with a fatha, na.
Na.
Excellent. Now all together, this would be fa'atharna.
Fa'asarna.
Well done. Excellent. Now remember the sound that tha makes. You touch your tongue to your top teeth and then pronounce it. Tha.
Fa.
Yes.
Ah.
So your tongue touches your top teeth. Okay? So one more time. Fa'atharna.
Fa'asarna.
Perfect. Well done. Really nicely read. Okay? Jazakumullah.
Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, so that was exercise 12.1, in which we saw how to join sakin letters onto the previous letter, and that we should do so nice and softly, Yeah, so we did that exercise 12.1. Okay, now we will move on to exercise 12.2. And in this exercise, even though we haven't got the separate letters before we join them together, we will still do it step by step, bit by bit. So don't be intimidated by all this writing. We will go through it one by one. Okay. So let's cover exercise 12.2 now. Can we have a student on the mic?
Next student is N6331.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. N6331. Let's cover the first 4 examples with you. Okay. So let's start from here. This is a noon and it has a dhamma on it. So we say no. Please repeat it after me. No.
No.
Just 1 second rule applies here because any letter with a dhamma on it should be pronounced for 1 second. No.
No.
Yes. Okay. Don't stretch it out for too long because that would be incorrect. Okay. Next letter is Sad. Yes, and it has a kasra underneath it. So we say this as Si.
Si.
Yes, perfect. Now the next letter is Ba with a fatha, but next to it is a Ta with a sukoon on top of it. So this is a Ta sakin. Okay, that means that we join the previous letter onto the Ta sakin. So we say but. Excellent. Well done. Now all together, this would be Nusibat. Perfect. Excellent. Really nicely read. Okay. Let's move on to the next example. In this example, can you point out the sakin letter for me?
Shu.
Sheen. Yes. The sakin letter is the sheen because it has a sukoon on it. Sheen with a sukoon, sheen sakin. Okay?
Okay.
So what that means is we join the previous letter onto the sheen sakin. So we would say alif with a dhamma, u, but joined onto the sheen sakin, it would be ush.
Ush.
Perfect. And then over here, this is the letter ha, and it has a kasra underneath it. So this would be he.
He.
Yes. And then you have a dal with a dhamma, do.
Do.
Well done. Excellent. Now let's try that all together now. Ush, he do.
Ush. He do.
Perfect. One more time. Ush, he do.
Ush. He do.
Perfect. Excellent. Really nicely read. Let's move on to the next example. Can you tell me which letter is the sakin letter?
Ra.
Yes, excellent. The ra over here is the sakin letter because it has a sukoon on it. So what that means, you join the previous letter onto the ra. Previous letter is ba with a fatha. So this would be bar.
Bur.
Excellent. And then over here, you have a qaf and it has a dhammatan on it. Yes? It has a nunation on it, which is a dhammatan. So we would now pronounce this as un.
Gun.
Yes? Do you remember were you here in Monday's lesson?
Yes.
Yes. So you learnt about nunation or tanween in that lesson, and you learnt that any letter with a tanween on it produces a nasal sound for 2 seconds, which you have to hold in your nose. Okay? So when we say
Yes.
this, we hold that nasal sound in our nose for 2 seconds. So say un.
Gun.
Well done. Now all together, this will be barqun.
Burgun.
Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Okay. Let's do one more example. Over here, can you tell me which is the Sakin letter?
Ain.
Yes, Ain as is the Sakin letter. So we join the previous letter onto the Ain. So previous letter is Noon with a Fatha, Na, and then join it to the Ain with the Sakin. We say Na,
Na.
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 Yes. Just try and make that Ain sound from the middle of your throat. Okay? Na.
Na.
Yes. Just try and practice that a bit more after the class with your mom or dad. Just try and practice that Ain sound. Na.
Na.
Well done, much better. Okay. Now then, the next letter is Ba, and it has a Dhamma, so we pronounce this as Bu. And then you have a Dal with a Dhamma, Du. Budu.
Budu.
Perfect. So all together now. Bo, na, budu.
Na. Budu.
Perfect. One more time. Na, budu.
Na. Budu.
Perfect. Excellent. Really nicely read. Just keep practicing that sound. Otherwise, you're doing really, really well. Okay. Can we have one more?
Inshallah. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
The next student is A5349.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Okay, let's carry on with the next examples. Over here, can you tell me which is the Sakin letter?
Huh? I didn't hear you properly. Can
Can
you
you
say
tell
that
me-
again?
Yes. Can you tell me in this example which is the Sakin letter?
Lam.
Are you sure?
Lasta.
Yes, you've said it right, but which letter over here is the Sakin letter?
Su.
Do you know what a Sakin letter is?
No. I don't know what a starting letter is.
Okay. A Sakin letter is a letter with a sukoon on it. Okay? So in this case, the letter Seen is the letter with a sukoon on it. So Seen is the Sakin letter. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So what that means is you join the previous letter onto the Seen, which is Lam with a Fatha. So this would be Las.
Las.
And then you have Ta with a Fatha, Ta.
Ta.
Lasta.
Lasta.
Perfect. Excellent. Well done. Let's carry on. Now in this example, can you tell me which is the Sakin letter?
Lam.
Perfect. Excellent. Well done. So Lam is the Sakin letter. So let's start from the beginning. First of all, you have this Alif with a Fatha. So we would say this as A. Excellent. Then you have the Qaf with a Dhamma, which you have to join onto the Sakin letter. Okay? So this would be Ul.
Kul.
Perfect. Ul.
Kul.
Aqul.
Akul.
Excellent. Well done. Try and make that Qaf sound from the middle of your throat. Ul.
Kul.
Aqul.
Akul.
Perfect. Okay, just keep practicing that sound. Otherwise, really well done. Okay, let's carry on. Can you tell me which is the Sakin letter in this example?
Lam.
Perfect. So you join the Lam onto the Meme, which has a Dhamma on it. Mul.
Mul.
And then Kaf with a Dhamma. Ku.
Ku.
Mulku.
Mulku.
Perfect. Excellent. Well done. Let's do another example. Over here, you have a Kha with a Dhamma. Khu.
Ku.
Yes. And then you have a Lam with a Kasra. Li.
Li.
Excellent. And then you have a Qaf with a Kasra followed by a Ta Sakin because it has a Sukoon on it. So you join the Qaf to the Ta. Qat.
Kat.
Yes. Qat.
Kat.
Okay. Excellent. Now let's do that all together. Khuliqat.
Khuliqat.
Perfect. One more time. Khuliqat.
Khuliqat.
Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help. Let's move on to another student now.
Our next student is N6348.
No.
N6348.
It's just disgusting. You look like an angry animal.
So let's carry on, move on to another student. As I said before, students, I said that if there was too much background noise or if it wasn't quiet enough, we would move on to another student. So when we call you onto the mic next, please make sure that it is quiet behind you and there is no background noise. Okay, so we will try maybe next N6348 later, but for now, let's move on to another student.
Basically, I didn't unmute her before. The other student got unmuted, so if you can try again,
Yeah,
she's there.
Sure. Assalamu alaikum, N6348.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Okay, so I think maybe there was some background noise from another student. Okay, so we will now carry on. In this example, can you tell me which is the starting letter? Second letter is the letter with a sukoon on it. Okay, so which is the letter over here that has the sukoon? The ha. Yes, so this is a ha and it has a sukoon on it, so this is the second letter. Okay, and the second letter means that you join the previous letter onto the second letter. The previous letter is noon and it has a fatha, so on its own it would be na, but joined onto the ha it would be nah.
Nah.
Repeat after me. Nah.
Nah.
Excellent. And then you have a noon with a dhamma, nu.
No.
Perfect. All together now, nahnu.
Nah. No.
Excellent. Well done. Let's carry on. Over here, you have the letter ra with a fatha. So we say ra.
Ra.
Excellent. Then you have a ba with a kasra, b.
B.
Excellent. Then you have a ha with a fatha, but that is joined onto the ta with a sukoon. So that means we have to join the ha to the ta. So we say hat.
Hat.
Excellent. So all together now, Rabi hat.
Rabi hat.
Excellent. Well done. Really, really nicely read. Let's carry on. Now in this example, there are two sakin letters. Now can you point out the sakin letters for me now?
Lam and Mim.
Yes, excellent. Lam and Mim both have sukoon on them, so they are both sakin letters. So let's take the first sakin letter, the lam with a sakin. The previous letter to that is qaf with a dhamma, so you join the qaf to the lam. Qul.
Kul.
Excellent. And then you have a ta with a dhamma joined onto the mim sakin. So we join them together, we would say tum.
Tum.
Excellent. All together, qultum.
Kultum.
Perfect. Excellent. Well done. Now, next example, you have an alif with a dhamma followed by a noon sakin. So you join the two sounds together. You'd say un.
Un.
Excellent. Then you have a za with a kasra, z.
Z.
And then you have a lam with a fatha, la.
La.
Excellent. So all together, this would be unzila.
Unzila.
Excellent. One more time, unzila.
Unzila.
Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah. Can we have one more student?
A5360.
Assalamualaikum. 5360. Walaikum salam. Okay. Let's carry on to the next example. You have a sheen with a kasra followed by a hamza with a sukoon on it. Okay. Now this might be a bit confusing because you see this bit over here. Okay. This bit over here is basically acting as a chair for the hamza to sit on. Okay. but the actual sound that we make is of the Hamza and not this section over here. Okay, so we straight away look at the Hamza, and it is the Hamza that has the sukoon on it. So what we do is we join the sheen to the Hamza. So we say shi. Yes. Now there's a lot of echo in your sound. I don't know why that is, but let's carry on. And if it continues, then we might need to carry on to another student. Okay, let's try one more time. Sheen with a kasra joined onto the Hamza. Shit. Well done. Okay. Then you have a ta with a dhamma, tu, but then it is joined onto the meme with a sakin. So we say tum.
Tum.
Perfect. All together. Shittum.
Tum.
Shittum.
Tum.
Yes. Remember, this is she and then carried on, joined onto the Hamza. Shittum.
Tum.
Perfect. Well done. Excellent. Let's carry on. Ra with a dhamma. Ru.
Ru.
Yes. Fa with a kasra. Fi.
Fi.
And then you have a ayn with a fatha joined onto the ta sakin. So at.
At.
Rufi'at.
Rufi'at.
Yes. Nice and softly, not too harshly. Rufi'at.
Rufi'at.
Perfect. Excellent. Really nicely read. Let's carry on. Over here, you have ha with a dhamma joined onto the seen with a sukoon. So this is seen sakin. Okay. So we join the ha to the seen. Hus.
Hus.
Yes. Excellent. Then you have a noon with a fathaten on it. And you learned fathaten should be pronounced for 2 seconds with a nasal sound. So, nan.
Nan.
Well done. Husnan.
Husnan.
Excellent. Well done. That was really, really good. Okay. Let's carry on. One more example. You have a ra with a fatha joined onto the ayn with a sukoon on it. Okay. So that means we join the 2 letters together. We say ra.
Ra.
And then you have dal with a dhammaten on it. Dun.
Dun.
Excellent. Now all together. Ra'dun.
Ra'dun.
Excellent. One more time. Ra'dun.
Ra'dun.
Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help. Let's have one more student.
N6312.
N6312. Assalamu alaikum.
जी कहीं आप तो नहीं कह रहे हैं N63 आप ही
No,
zero
it
तब
never
तो-
says.
N6312. Is that you? Okay. Let's have another student then.
What, do you write the numbers down there?
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. I think N6312, you're unmuted and I can hear you.
And I think...
Okay, let's mute that student and let's carry on.
N6305.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Is that N6305?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Come a bit closer to your mic so that we can hear you a bit properly.
Yes.
Come a bit closer to your mic. Do you know where your mic is?
Yeah.
Okay, come a bit closer to it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, much better. Let's carry on. Over here, you have can you tell me which is a sakin letter in this example, first of all?
Noon.
Yes, noon is a sakin letter because it has a sukoon on it. Okay? So over here, you can see that you have to join the noon onto the previous letter, which is ta. Ta has a dhamma on it, so tu, and then join onto the noon, tun.
Tun.
Perfect, excellent. Then you have a zal with a kasra, vi.
V.
Yes. Then you have a ra with dhamma, ru.
Ru.
Excellent. All together now. Tunziru.
Tunziru.
Well done. Excellent. I think you are maybe covering your mic. That's why there's a bit of static as well, and I can't hear you properly.
Can you hear me now?
No, it's still the same. I think you're covering your mic with something. Are you on your laptop?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I can hear you now. Okay. I think before you were just covering your hand maybe with the mic. Okay. Let's carry on. In this example, can you tell me which is the second letter?
Fa.
Perfect. Fa is the second letter because it has the sukoon. So what we do is we join fa onto the previous letter, which is noon with a fatha. So this would be na.
No.
Yes, well done. Just wait for me to say it and then you can repeat. Okay.
Okay.
The next letter is seen and it has a kasraten underneath it. So we pronounce this for 2 seconds with the nasal sound. Sin.
Sin.
Well done. Nafsin.
Nafsin.
Excellent. Well done. Really good. Let's move on. You have an alif with a kasra followed by a noon sakin. So you join the alif with a kasra to the noon sakin. You say in.
In.
Well done. Then you have the ha with a fatha followed by a ra sakin. So we join the ra sakin to the ha. We say her.
Her.
In her.
In her.
In her.
In her.
Perfect. Excellent. Well done. Let's carry on. Over here, which is the second letter?
Ra.
Ra. Excellent. So alif with a fatha followed by a ra sakin. Ar.
Ar.
Sin with a fatha. Sa. And then lam with a fatha. La. Sala.
Sala.
Arsala.
Arsala.
Perfect. Excellent. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help. Can we have another
Nafis.
Next student is A5324.
A5324. Assalamu alaikum. A5324. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, let's move on.
A5307.
A5307. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, excellent. Let's carry on. Alif with a fatha followed by a meen sakin. Then you have a lam with a fatha followed by a meen sakin. Lam.
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 Excellent. Well done. Let's carry on. You have a ya with the fatha followed by a jim sakin. Yaj.
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 Well done. Just bounce off this sound a little bit, and then later on in the classes, later on, you'll find out why that is. Okay? So pronounce this as yaj.
Yaj.
Well done. So not all letters are like that. In most letters, you say them nice and softly, and you don't bounce off the letter. But there are some letters that you do that. But inshallah, you will learn about that later. So right now, just copy what I'm saying. Okay? Then you have the ayn with a fatha followed by a lam sakin. So you say al.
Al.
Well done. Now all together, that would be yaj'al.
Yajal.
Perfect. Excellent. Well done. Let's carry on. You have a kaf with a dhamma followed by a noon sakin. So this would be kun.
Kun.
Well done. Then you have a ta with a dhamma tu followed by a meme sakin. So join the ta to the meme. Tum.
Tum.
Well done. All together now. Kuntum.
Kuntum.
Perfect. Excellent. One more time. Kuntum.
Kuntum.
Perfect. Excellent. Really nicely read. Okay. Let's carry on. Now in this example, can you point out there are two sakin letters? Can you tell me which ones they are?
Noon and Meme.
Well done. So in this first bit over here, you join the alif to the noon sakin. An.
An.
Well done. Then in the second bit, you join the ta with a dhamma to the mim sakin. Tum.
Tum.
Well done. Antum.
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 Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah. Can we have one more student on the line now?
N6318.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Okay, let's complete the last four examples with you now. Over here, which is the sakin letter, please?
Ha.
Excellent. So what you do is you join the ha sakin to the noon with the fatha. Nah.
Nah.
Excellent. And then you have a noon with the dhamma. Nu.
Nu.
Nahnu.
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 Perfect. Excellent. Well done. Now the next example, you have the sakin letter is the za. Okay, over here za is a sakin letter because it has the sukoon on it. So what you do is join it to the previous letter, which is alif with a fatha. Az.
Az.
And then you have lam with the fatha and then a mim with the fatha. Lama.
Azlama.
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 Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Okay, let's carry on. In this example, Sin is the sakin letter. So you join it to the previous letter, which is alif with a fatha. As.
As.
And then you have a fa with the fatha and then a lam with the fatha. Fala.
Fala.
Asfala.
Asfala.
Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Let's carry on. In this example, the noon is the sakin letter, so which means you join the previous letter, which is kaf, onto the noon sakin. Kaf has a dhamma, so kun,
Kun.
kun,
Kun.
and then ta with a dhamma, tu,
Tu.
kuntu,
Kuntu.
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 Okay, don't spend too long on the noon sound. Kuntu.
Kuntu.
Perfect. Excellent. Really, really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help. Jazakumullah. So that was exercise 12.2. And mashallah, all the students read really, really nicely. And I can tell that you have been all listening carefully and you were able to read it really well. Okay? So this is an exercise that you will carry on with tomorrow. And it is something that you really need to revise again and again so that you can get better at it. There were some students today that we called onto the mic, but there was no response from them. So please make sure that first of all, you know what your ID is so that when you read out your IDs, you are able to respond quickly. And also that when we ask you to come on the mic, your mics are working and that there is no background noise on your mics, okay, or where you are seated. So that was exercise 12.1 and 12.2. And your homework for this week is to practice exercise 12.1 and exercise 12.2. So this is your homework for today. So this is the exercises that we've done today, and you should practice them until you are comfortable with the rule. Okay? Remember to take it step by step. Don't rush through the sukoon, but don't linger on it either. What this means is that don't rush through it and don't spend too long on the sakin letter either. Okay, when you're joining the two letters together. But mashallah, everybody did really well today, and I hope you've all written down your homework. Exercise 12.1 and exercise 12.2. Practice that until you feel comfortable enough. Okay, and like I said, you will be doing exercise 12.3 tomorrow, inshallah. So we will now end the class with the prayer. So can I please have a student on the mic for the prayer?
A5334.
Assalamualaikum, A53. How are you today?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. Did you understand the lesson?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So make sure you do your homework, and we will now end the class with this prayer. Please repeat after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Just make sure when you say a'u that you're saying it as a'u, not au. Okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
It's not mirajim, it's mirahim. Okay, well done. Let's carry on. Allahumma
Allahumma
hamni
amni
bil Qur'an
bil Qur'an
nil azim.
nil azim.
Well done. And can you read the translation for us now?
Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran.
Well done. Excellent. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah. So Jazakumullah everyone, to the students and to the parents for joining us in today's class. Please make an effort to do your homework as well. And inshallah see you all again same time tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.